Okay, I know it's not professional to have a video playing in the background, but that's how it's gonna be. So, here is one of my more recent fish. I got that from FJW Aquatics in way past spring. I don't even want to say where it is. I'm not really sure, but it's in Texas. Anyway, he wasn't for sale, but he sold it to me anyways because he's probably been there forever. And he's doing great. No fin nips. Aside from that, I thought I would feed everybody. And I've got 2 black neon tetras. I would have more, but those are like rescue fish, so I'm not really that worried about it. And then I've got the green fire tetra in here too, which I really enjoy those. And I recently bought a little pink guppy right there, which I probably shouldn't be mixing my genes. Originally, I was trying to keep everything all separate so that I could try and get the lines to give me specific looking babies, but whatever. That's a female guppy that was not born with, but came with this guy right there. But this tank is looking really fun. I mean, I enjoy it. It's fun to have it half full. I finally got the plant that I've been trying to get them to give me forever. I don't know what plant this is, but I'm glad that it's there. And if you look from the top down, I really like how that plant looks right there. Especially that pink fish looks really cool from the top down. You can see it a lot better than the other fish. But I need to trim my Nubius because it really doesn't like being out of the water this far, I don't think. I mean, this leaf looks like it might be finally kind of adapting to being out of the water, but I don't know, maybe it is okay, but usually they don't like it. It didn't like it. It's been dying for a long time now, but well, there's like a million baby fish that came up around that. Look at them all swim. I need to move all this duckweed out and put my plants back in the ground. But pretty much the only thing other than all that I guess I wanted to show would be I found a plant that I don't know what is, and I went ahead and I put it in this tank. It's right there. It's got some kind of really bizarre texture on it. You can see it almost looks like a cat's tongue next to the duckweed, not the actual duckweed, if I can keep it in focus. And its oldest leaves turned black. The middle-aged leaves are dark green. All the new leaves are like at an angle and they're light green. So if you know what that is, let me know. It's not going to be a frog bit or a duckweed. And also, I finally got my frog bit to come up out of the water like this. And I don't know why it did. I assume it just physically ran out of room to grow on the water. But I've seen people have that stuff and it comes up like huge, like this far. Like I've got my other stuff that's not even looking illuminated by this point because the plants have grown so much. But, oh, I just ran my hand through a spider web. I didn't even realize it was up there. Anyways, I need to trim all this today because like this is like way too long. It's not even in the light anymore. I just hate having these little sticks come up where there's nothing on the end of it. To me, that's just so ugly. But at the same time, look, that wouldn't happen if I stayed on top of trimming. And to be fair, after it happens, it will grow back and it looks good eventually again, even if it takes a long time. But I gotta get in here and try and scrape all this duckweed out because it's smothering stuff and try and make some sense of that in general. Basically, I have been catching out all the shrimp. So here's some that aren't claimed yet. And then there's 6 of them, which is $30 of shrimp. And then here is a bunch of them, but there's different colored ones in here. Some of them aren't perfect, so I was just going to sell all of these for like $35 or $40 probably if I find somebody before today. And if I don't, I'll just take out the ones that are the wrong color, and then I will go ahead and put them back in the tank. But last thing about this update video, since my phone's still sticking with us for right now at least, I'm going to have to get rid of this beta because he was chill with my fish, but after a certain point, he was no longer chill with my fish. And I know someone that has an empty 5-gallon tank, so I'm just going to probably go and drop him off there and not worry about it anymore. And then I'm gonna figure out what to do with this stupid Gambusa, because I've had this fish for over a year, actually. I've had this fish for a really, really, really long time. But this fish is mean. Like, he's unnecessarily mean. And I'm sure that other people have told you that too about Gambusa. But just was sitting here, and I mean, it's not the first time. I've noticed this a lot of times. He's just so small that I normally don't figure it matters at all. But he's just sitting there, just nipping the hell out of every other fish. All these fish were up here like they are right now when they want to come in and see like what's going on, and literally he was just railing all these fish. And I have one albino guppy that's not doing super great, and I saw him trying to kill her, so I just said, okay, you're gone, because I care way more about the stupid albino guppies than I do. I've never seen them before, and probably if I wanted them again, it'd cost a lot of money. So see that it's just glistening at the top. Hey, fat ass platy, move. There, that beam of light back there. And there's one, she's coming up. So that's the albino guppy. She's got red eyes and zero pigment anywhere on the body. And I just think that's the coolest fish. Look, she's coming up. See? And my Gambusa kept being really mean to this fish. And I was just like, you're not going to do that. So you're going to go somewhere else. Little poor mosquito fish. I think he already killed all of his wives, because he's really, like, he's an intense breeder, man. He just tries to stick that thing up in anything that moves, and I'm not even gonna lie to you. So I don't know where he's gonna go. Somebody had brought me their fish for right now because their tank exploded, so they have like all these fish in here, but they're doing really well, to be honest. Not that I'm like super surprised, but they are temporarily in just a little 10-gallon tank, and there's like 4 bristlenose plecos. They're at least, I'd say, 5 inches. They're all beautiful, healthy fish, but yeah, their 250-gallon tank exploded on the bottom, so they had to send all their fish to me to babysit. But I don't mind, because if that happened to me, I'd want someone to come and babysit for my fish while I was gone. But they're really pretty. Sometimes I'm kind of jealous that it's not my fish. Look at this one. There's a yellow one in there too that's really awesome, but they are always hiding. Like, here's an autosynclus hiding in the glare right there. But yeah, so I don't think that little Gambusa would mess up any of these fish, because all of this stuff, there's nothing that's like swimming. It's all at the bottom. So I might just throw it in there and ask if he wants it, or when he has to take his fish back. And if not, I mean, I love all my fish, but I don't really care that much what happens to him, as long as he's not just killed or it's something inhumane. I don't really care where he goes. He's full grown, like maybe an inch and a half in size. So, and he's kind of mean. I don't really know where he'd go best with anyways. But here's my beta being menacing, sticking out those fins. But yeah, he's a handsome beta. I really don't want to get rid of him, but I don't have room for another tank. And I am still having issues in this tank, but I was kind of glad they just disappeared. But it looks like this fish. I had like 5 of these identical fish, and I only have 3 now. 2 of them died, but I was glad I still had 3. So, and my swordtail is chilled out for right now, but he may be also part of the issue, because I keep having fish that end up with like missing pieces in here, man. And other than the fish you see, there's a coolie loach and a gold zebra pleco in here. There's nothing else. So the only thing that can really be being aggressive to other fish, I would imagine, is other fish. I mean, I know what happened to this guy. That was long news. He's just still growing his fins back, which is taking forever, but better than not happening at all, for sure. And I've never seen these guys be aggressive, but I have seen that fish, wherever he went, the big sword over there, I have seen him block the other fish into this cave and try and kill them, or at least do something with them before. So it could be just this guy being the final menace, because he is big enough to actually cause an issue. But I mean, You can tell he's not really giving anyone any trouble anymore like he used to be. But anyway, I don't think I've ever actually successfully made a 10-minute long video before my phone cut out, so I don't really know what that's about, but I'll take it. The last thing I guess then to say, since I still got some time, is this giant thing in the back is actually a huge piece of like Java moss and wood. I don't know if it'll like. I don't even know what the view is like from back there. I've never been back there before. Oh, and I set up a canister filter, which I probably should have mentioned at some point because that was cool too. But yeah, I set up a whole canister filter on this thing. For like no reason. I know it's just a 29 gallon, but I got a good deal on the canister filter, so I decided I'd go ahead and get it since I'm always having stupid issues with these dirty fish anyways. That thing holds about a gallon and a half, so I'm just still running this right now, even though there's literally nothing on it but this single strand of pothos. And I was wondering if I should like attach a lamp to this filter and put like little sprouts up here, and I could just beam this thing with a light like all the time, and then it'd be getting flowing water, but it would be separate from the fish, so then the fish couldn't like bother the plants in there. But I'm not really sure if that matters, to be honest. Like, what lives lives. I mean, that plant is just like, I'm gonna find a way. So I don't really know. I don't think it's really necessary. I don't have a lot of plants that I really need to propagate that way. But hey, maybe it'd be worth a shot. Anyway, I'm gonna head out for right now. But thank you guys for watching if you made it this long, and let me know if there's anything else you want to see.